What's up, y'all? It's me again, back with my next video. Today we're going to be talking about perps or perpetrating. So let me break it down as to what the terms mean as far as Greek life is concerned. Perpetrating is anytime a non-member tries to masquerade themselves as part of an organization. So one of the most typical methods I've seen is done is they will usually put on like Greek apparel, otherwise known as paraphernalia. They'll post pictures on social media. They'll go around even to events and kind of make up this facade that they pledged a so-and-so chapter. And typically, a lot of times they'll claim they're from out of town, and they're just like passing through. Now, there's a reason why when it comes to perpetrating, it's very looked down upon, and it's taken very personally among the Greek community. And the reason for that is because it's very disrespectful to the members. And the reason why it is so disrespectful is because of the fact that it undermines the hard work, the time, the energy, the money, that anything that's been invested into becoming a member to those members. All of that is undermined when someone who was never initiated, never went through any process, puts on this stuff or tries to uh, pretend and masquerade as if they are an actual member. Now, in terms of why perps do it, there's a multitude of reasons. The most typical one may be because they may have tried to pledge an organization and it didn't work out for one reason or another, and they wound up dropping line. But they felt that because they have started that process, even though they didn't complete it, they still feel that they have the right to claim the organization for themselves as if they're a member, because they felt that they had an idea of what they went through is essentially the process in and of itself, but that's not the case. Another big one happens to be may come down to insecurity. From what I'm seeing, oftentimes they do it because they feel like something is lacking in their lives. They feel there's some kind of void that's missing, and by perpetrating and masquerading as a member of a Greek letter organization, they feel that they're bonding, they're blending in, they're becoming a part of it. But by doing it this way is the complete opposite, and it undermines everything that each of the Nphc orgs stands for. You would think that people who do this would spend all that energy into creating the facade, going around creating a lie, pretending to be something that they're not, would use that energy to actually do things the right way, by doing the research, by attending events, by going to informationals, getting to know the actual members of the chapter. But unfortunately, it doesn't always pan out that way. And so when perps are caught, typically they will, they'll either do one of three things. The first one is they'll try to become very apologetic. They'll make it seem like talk as if it's an innocent mistake in the face of a member who may confront them about it. Other times they may get defensive. This is more so like online or electronically, because since they're not being confronted in person, but at the same time they might still try to defend their lie, by becoming defensive and deflect and avoid any type of questioning, such as who might have brought you in, who do you know in the chapter, when did you cross, and they'll typically give like a very vague or short response, or they'll try to avoid getting into detail about it because it'll expose them as a fake. And the third one is oftentimes they will still try to uphold the lie itself by trying to say, still trying to say it as if they're part of the org, but they'll make it seem like the organization or the chapter itself isn't, doing their job, or it's no longer worthy of them, which is ironic, because if it wasn't so, if that was the case, why would you go through so much trouble to pretend as if you're actually a member? So that's just an example of a type of behaviors that a perp may exhibit when confronted or even asked about, whether it's by an actual member or by someone who may know them but may be skeptical about their authenticity about their membership. So the best thing I can suggest for anyone out there who may be interested in an organization but maybe thinking of engaging in this type of behavior is overall just don't do it, because it's honestly not worth it. And if you are exposed, it's a pretty embarrassing experience. So my best advice to you is avoid perping at all costs. If you are considering buying any type of like paraphernalia before you've actually expressed interest or have started or completed the process, I would say avoid that if at all possible. I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your money or what you do behind closed doors, but I do heed a word of caution that if you are caught, it would probably not end well. So if you want to become a member, then do things the right way. And if you need help, check out the last video I made called Expressing Your Interest in the Nphc Organization. That's all I have for today. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.